It's your girl Ray, back with another video. Today we're going to talk about Loctician versus doing your locks yourself. Some of you may be thinking about starting locks or maybe new to your lock process and trying to figure out whether or not you should go to a stylist to start or to maintain your locks, or if you should just be doing your locks yourself to help save some money. I'm just going to give you my opinion on it, and hopefully by the end of this video I can or have helped somebody make that decision for yourself. Everyone's journey is different, so you have to just kind of feel it out and decide for yourself. I am very pro Loctician especially for starting your locks. I went to a Loctician to start my locks, and I can honestly say it was the best decision that I could have made for myself. I am not a hairstylist. I am not a Loctician. So I wanted to make sure that the look that I was going for was going to be done correctly. I wanted my parts to be uniformed. I wanted my locks to be a certain size. So for me, it was a good idea to go to a professional to get that done. Going to a Loctician just really gives you peace of mind that your hair is going to be done correctly. First, going into deciding to get locks, know that everyone's hair is different. You may see pictures or save pictures in your phone and want to take it to your Loctician and say, hey, I want my locks to look like this. But just know there's a high probability that your locks are not going to look like that. Everyone's hair is very unique, so that will determine how your locks look. But that is also the beautiful part of the lock journey, of seeing how your hair adapts to the style, and you just have to embrace it. You really have to just embrace the process. First and foremost, when going to start your locks, make sure that you go to an actual Loctician and not just a hairstylist, because a hairstylist may be able to do it and make it look cute, but a Loctician specializes in locks and knows what your hair needs, what kind of products to use, the best method for locking your texture of hair. So you want that added security when you're going into such a commitment as locks. For me, I went to a lock shop. There was, I think it's still there, there's a lock salon that's not too far away from me, called Locology. If you're in Chicago, you should check them out. So I went up there, I met my stylist before I even made the final decision to start locks. So I met my Loctician so that she could assess my hair. I told her, kind of the size of locks that I wanted to go for, and then of course she was able to give me a price. So for me to start locks was around $200. It may be more, it may be less for you. It just depends on the amount of hair that you have. The day I went to get my locks started, my stylist, my Loctician actually was like, I should have charged you more, because I have a lot of hair. I had a lot of hair. So it took hours for my initial lock process to go. It was at least 4 or 5 hours for her to do my whole head. And I started with 2-strand twists, and she took her time and she parted everything perfectly. It was so precise, and it was wonderful. Going to a Loctician is also kind of like a luxury for me. So it's if I don't feel like doing my hair, I could just go let her do it. There's only so much that you can do on yourself. You don't have eyes in the back of your head, so a Loctician is the go-to for me. I need somebody to get back there, see what's going on in my hair, make recommendations if there's anything that you need to change. If there's certain products that you're putting in your hair that you probably shouldn't be putting in your hair, they can tell you the best products to use. They can tell you if you're having any kind of buildup or dry scalp, or you want a professional to be able to assess your hair. There's also a certain level of support that you get with going to a Loctician. For me, and I know for some other people that may be in their lock process now, that beginning stage, those beginning stages of before your hair is locked and it's just looking how it looks, the ugly stage. Going to my loctician on a consistent basis when I first started really gave me a lot of support to like push through my process. My hair wasn't really ugly, but it wasn't like what I was used to. You know, like this is a new journey you're embarking on, so it wasn't like what I was used to. I wasn't sure of like how to style my hair on a day-to-day basis. And then I was like in the shop and I would see these other women come in with these long, beautiful, luscious looking locks, and my loctician would be like, you see her hair? Your hair is gonna get that long very quickly. Like just those little nuggets of support really helped me push through those first like couple of months when my hair hadn't locked up yet. Even though I now maintain my hair on my own for the most part, I will wash and retwist my hair. I still go to my loctician at least like once every 3 to 4 months just to get that deep clean that she gives me when she really gets in there and scrubs and conditions my hair. Plus, like I said, I'm not a stylist. I don't know how to do intricate styles like this. Y'all like my hair? My loctician did this. So if I'm going on a trip or if I have like a special event coming up, I will go to my loctician because she will just get me right. My loctician has her own products. So a lot of locticians make their own products because they have experience of what works and what doesn't work for your hair. Her product is the best I have used so far on my hair. I know I have like my gel that I've showed you guys that I use to retwist my hair every month. That stuff is great, but it does not compare to the stuff that she makes, and she does sell it. I'm gonna put her information in the description box, so if you guys want to reach out to her and try her products, you cannot go wrong, trust me. On the flip side of that, starting your locks yourself, nothing wrong with starting your locks yourself. If you feel confident enough to be able to do your parts the way you want to do your parts. Some people don't want uniform parts. I wanted uniform parts. So it's kind of like a whole experience in yourself. Maybe this journey is more personal for you and you want to be able to say, I started my own locks. Because people will ask you like, hey, your locks are gorgeous. Who did your locks? And you want to say, I did my locks. I started my locks. Like if you feel like that part is very personal for you, by all means, go ahead and do it. For me, I just needed professional help. Also, one of the great things about doing your locks yourself or maintaining your locks yourself is you do get to save money. Going to a loctician can get pricey. It can range anywhere between $75 to $130 or even more, just depending on where you are and who your loctician is. So if you're doing that every month, yeah, it can get pricey. So in order to avoid having to pay this extra monthly bill, you can learn how to maintain your own locks. I learned through just watching YouTube videos and practice. Yes, it is tiring. It is very tiring. If you don't want to be that person that has your hands up in your hair and your arms getting tired, I've been there. Just go to your loctician. Also, with doing your own locks, you get to try out a bunch of new products and see what works for you. That's also an exciting thing. Before I had locks and when I was just all natural, I tried every product under the sun. I did, which got expensive. But it was also very exciting for me. So if you're someone like that just loves trying new products, if you're doing your locks yourself, by all means, go crazy, but don't go too crazy because you don't want a bunch of buildup in your hair. Maintaining your own locks also stops you from being restricted from someone else's schedule. You know, you don't have to wait to try to book an appointment. My loctician gets booked up. She does. She is really booked up, but she always gets me in. You know, but you don't have to wait to try to get an appointment with somebody. You can just do it yourself. If you have an event coming up, or you have like you're going out of town and you need your hair touched up, you can just do it yourself. It's come in handy for me so many times. Date nights, girl nights, going on a quick weekend trip, if I just need to touch up the perimeter of my hair or the top of my hair, I can do it myself. So that's another great thing about learning how to maintain your locks yourself. That's pretty much my gist on Loctician versus doing it yourself. I do maintain my hair myself, but I also go to my Loctician throughout the year to get that professional touch. This is your journey. You decide how you want to do it. Do what feels good to you. There's nothing wrong with doing your locks yourself, and there's nothing wrong with going to a Loctician. Just assess what's good for you. I will see you guys in the next video. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and everyone have a blessed day. Bye.